FIA has announced that they will be ditching the hybrid trickery of Rally 1 cars starting 2025. But before that, let me give you a brief recap. There are and have been a lot of rally classes, but Rally 1 is the special one as it has the most amount of aero, power, and safety. In case you were living under a rock, which you shouldn't be, FIA announced back on 31st March 2020 that they will introduce the hybrid era of rally cars from 2022. And on 31st March 2021, they announced that WRC manufacturers such as Toyota, Ford, and Hyundai confirm a 3-year commitment to the new changes. These new changes featured a 1.6-litre direct injection turbocharged engine, which would output 380 horsepower. It was paired with a 3.9 kWh electric motor, which boasted 134 horsepower and 180 Nm of torque to further increase the power output to a spine-tingling 500 plus horsepower and torque. The weight of Rally 1 cars was capped at 1260 kilos, which meant a power-to-weight ratio of 0.397 horsepower per kilogram. With the regenerative braking system being a crucial aspect of new breeds of cars, we got to experience a different level of madness. This new system was supposed to make the cars more efficient, reduce the production cost, and be safer. I'm not an economist, but I don't think €1 million sounds cheaper. When it was announced that Rally 1 cars would be hybrid, a lot of people were upset and showed disinterest. The hybrid system was based around regenerative braking and was connected to all 4 wheels. It had 3 different modes which the drivers had to choose before starting the race and couldn't be changed in between. Out of the 3 modes, first was quickest acceleration with quickest depletion of battery, and then it was moderate acceleration with moderate depletion. And then you guessed it, decent acceleration with a long-lasting boost. Now on paper, this sounds amazing as it should be. But creating a battery for a specific purpose and a very specific mechanism, covering it with carbon fiber and making it a part of a rally car doesn't sound cost-effective. Anyways, from simply increasing the power output of the cars, this system served a very peculiar purpose. On some tracks, there were hybrid electric vehicle zones, meaning the driver had to turn off the internal combustion engine and drive the car on electric power only. The power would be capped to 50%, which would still be capable of doing about 6 miles or 9.6 kilometers. But all of a sudden, FIA has made announcements to reduce cost and complexity of Rally 1 class. They have now decided to abandon the hybrid mechanism from 2025 with reduction in aerodynamics and maybe use ballast instead of battery to keep up with the missing weight. The power output will be targeted at 330 horsepower and technology will be limited to Rally 2 equivalents. So Rally 1 cars would not have a battery, which makes me think what made them change their mind. Also, to make the car cost-effective like they said back in 2020, now the budget is set to €400,000 and WRC manufacturers can make their cars available for sale directly from the WRC event. Once again, I'm not an economist, but that sounds considerably cheaper. I think this budget cut is definitely going to help in a lot of areas alongside some manufacturers showing interest in this class. I think the FIA should also bring Rally 2 rules for Rally 1, inviting other manufacturers and privateers to compete in the championships. But I'm more worried about the state of Rally 1 class. This constant back and forth change is affecting the entire motorsport. Or is it? Let me give you an example. In 2023, FIA announced that the battery-only mode needs to emit at least 80 decibel of sound using sound modules. It is not exactly stated as to why this was needed, but I believe it could be due to safety reasons and spectators not being able to hear the vehicle from a distance. All of this, once again, is good, but this whole hybrid thing created more problems than it solved. I won't say that the state of Rally is worrisome, but on the other hand, I would say that it is. In the olden days, Rally used to be much more exciting, but now it isn't the same. In the ever-growing world of safety and regulations, it is shaping the sport to becoming something else entirely. Rally is a sport which knows no boundaries. From missing out pace notes to random accidents, it has not just been a sport, but an emotion which brought cars and enthusiasts together. The world-renowned Group B cars were enthusiasts' favorite, despite of them being the lethal cars of all the time. Well, That concludes the entire conversation, and I shall wait to see what Rally 1 holds for the motorsport in the future. If you have any opinions, do let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, keep your revs up, and I shall see you next time.